Actress and presenter Vicky Davis is a familiar face from television series, movies and commercial. However, Vicky has suffered from terrible migraines for most of her life, and it started at a fairly early age.
It started when I was 13 years old. I remember I was on holiday with a friend on the beach, and I was in the sun the whole day. And then that afternoon I started seeing sort of silver spots. I had no idea what was going on. I felt very nauseous, and then I got a very bad headache, and it sort of lasted for a few hours. And when my parents came to fetch me eventually, my mom said, "You're having a migraine." So sort of a pattern started in my life, especially at varsity. I got it a lot, also, at school and varsity. For me, the migraine feels like if you would put your head in a workbench in that clamp, and you would turn it real tight. That's what a migraine feels like. Your head really feels like it wants to explode.
Through the years, Vicky has learned how to manage her migraines better, but her dream is to find a permanent solution and no longer be dependent on medication.
I have what they call migraine with aura, so it's not just a plain migraine. There are other symptoms that also occur. A neurologist explained to me that what happens is it's almost like a miniature seizure that you have. So I think I always try and think of it as a complete system scramble in your brain. I would get weird flashbacks of memories, or I would even have sometimes almost like visual hallucinations, or colors. Certain colors would be disturbing for me. I'd also like to not be on medication. Currently I'm taking chronic medication, and it is quite effective, but the side effects are quite bad.
Dr Elliot Shevel has published 30 scientific studies on migraines and tension headaches, and has been medical director at the Headache Clinic since its inception in 1992. His expertise on migraines is highly sought after.
The basic difference between a headache and a migraine is more what they call a vascular headache. In other words, the pain comes from the blood vessels in the scalp, and a tension headache is where the pain comes more from the muscles, and some people have both. Well, the aura is basically the warning sign that people get before they get a migraine. When we treat the migraine successfully, all those warning signs go away, all the other signs that people get, the nausea, etc., all go away. There are many structures in the head and neck, and different people, different structures are involved. The main ones are the arteries and the muscles, but there are a lot of other structures that can affect it. We have to do a proper diagnosis, and then we can treat all these people.
At the Headache Clinic, each patient undergoes a comprehensive diagnosis, and a coordinated treatment plan is devised by the resident team of specialists. The clinic tries to reduce the use of medication as far as possible, as overuse of medication can lead to another type of headache, coupled with the migraine. Therefore, non-medication interventions are explored wherever possible. After a few tests and consultation, Vicky gets her diagnosis.
So doctor, what are my options at this stage?
This has only been a preliminary investigation, and we have a lot more to do. But at this stage it looks as though you have a combination of muscle tension and arterial pain, in which case we would have to treat both. The muscle tension, we use a number of different treatments depending on which muscles are shown up in the treatment, in the diagnostic protocol. But the main thing is that in most people we can get the muscles to relax.
So it's not necessarily the stress that's causing the migraine, but actually the stress that tenses up the muscles, and it's coming from the muscles.
Absolutely. Stress is not painful. When I'm stressed, I don't get pain. When somebody with a lot of muscle tension gets stressed, they might have muscle tension not enough to cause pain, but the stress makes it a bit worse and crosses the threshold from no pain to pain. That's how stress causes headaches.
Well, doctor, thank you so much. It's been very insightful, and I think you'll be seeing me again.
Surgery to treat migraines is entirely possible, but one should seek consultation from a specialist facility like the Headache Clinic for further information.
After my consultation with Dr. Shevel, I feel quite excited and hopeful. I'm glad to know that the source of the pain can be determined, and also that the solution is a little bit more scientific and logical than I expected. So hopefully with some treatment, my quality of life can improve.